Hello everyone and welcome to a Sporcle video, and today's topic is football, more specifically the UEFA Euro 2024 and all of the teams that participated in it, more specifically their starting 11s. This is a quiz that I've actually been really wanting to do ever since the tournament I guess started but mainly finished, because I want to see how well I can remember all of the players that were a part of the tournament, basically for all these 24 teams. There are a lot of names that I'm just going to be trying to remember today, 264 of them, which I will absolutely not get every single one. Some teams have obviously entertained more than others throughout the tournament, and I'm just kind of really interested to see how well I can actually remember this tournament. Not the best Euros I've seen. I'm not sure what you think. Please let me know if you enjoy the tournament or not. I always enjoy a football tournament, and the Euro was no different. But it was a bit on the slow side in a lot of matches, which was kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Every tournament has games like that. I just thought there was maybe a few too many in this one, considering especially since the last time Germany hosted a football tournament, international one, was the World Cup in 2006, and that's probably my favorite international tournament of all time. I've rewatched every single game from that tournament several times. I'm like that. That's a great tournament. This one, pretty decent, and let's see how many players I can remember today in this Sporcle quiz. I will leave the link to this quiz in the description of this video as well, so if you want to try it out and compare your score to mine, you can do that. Without further ado, 25 minutes. Let's see how many players I can remember. I do have a little bit of help here. You can see that the teams and position for all of these players have been given to me here. So I'll start with Germany because they're first up. There's Neuer in goal. There's Kimmich, Rüdiger, Ta, and Mittelstädt in the defense. Then would be Andrich, Kroos, Musiala, Wirtz, Havertz, and Barcelona would be Gündogan. Nice. Good start. Germany were pretty great to watch this tournament, I gotta say. Unlucky to be drawn against Spain in the quarterfinals. Switzerland, Jan Sommer. Here is kind of where I will start to struggle. A defender from Mainz that I do not know. Akanji, Cher was there. Torino, that would be Ricardo. Rodri from Spain, Rodriguez. Bologna. No, Posch doesn't play for Switzerland. He plays for Austria, but I'll write him in there. Swiss defender from Bologna. Is that Ebischer? Was he a defender? Probably wing back or something. Xhaka, Freuler, Augsburg. The forwards must be like Ndoye and Vargas. Barnabas Vargas. Sometimes you get help like writing the names, and then Barnabas Varga comes in there from Hungary, who I would not have remembered. And Monaco up front, that must be Mbolo. Yeah. Hungary, I want to say Gulaxi, as a commentator in Sweden said. Gulaxi. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but I would assume it's not Gulaxi. Defense of Hungary, Willy Orban is there. Bournemouth, that must be Kerkes. Sometimes these clubs can help me out a little bit. Szoboszlai, I also get a bit of help there from Liverpool. Freiburg, that must be like Salai. And maybe Zalai is... No, he's not in here. Fehervar, Hertha Berlin, Servette. Yeah, I don't know. I'll leave these other players for later if I can figure them out then. Scotland, I want to say Angus Gunn in goal from Norwich. Scotland, Andy Robertson, Kieran Tierney. They have a Saudi defender here, I see. Norwich defender must be Hanley. Celtic. Also, Patterson wasn't allowed to play this tournament. Probably was injured, wasn't he? Celtic defender. That must be a right back that I don't know. There are a lot of Premier League players here. McTominay being one of them, and McGinn being another. Southampton from Scotland. Che Adams? Is he still? Yeah, okay. He's still in Southampton. I haven't watched them this season because they're in the Championship. Or, well, they were. They won't be much longer. Brighton and Hove Albion, a midfielder from Scotland. Am I stupid? Probably. Scottish midfielders for Brighton. I don't know. Nope. I'm moving on. Spain, this team, I shouldn't even need the clubs. Simon, Carvajal, Cucurella, Laporte, Lenormand, Fabian Ruiz, who was, by the way, absolutely the player of the tournament, Dani Olmo, Williams, Yamal, and Morata. I know Rodri won player of the tournament, well deserved, but Fabian Ruiz was out of this world in this tournament. Big reason why Spain won the Euro, I gotta say. And to anyone who disagrees with the statement that Fabian Ruiz was the player of the tournament, I'm not listening, because he was. Italy would be Donnarumma, Calafiori, Di Lorenzo, Di Marco and Bastoni, Barea, Jorginho. Up front, there's an Inter Milan midfielder. That's Fratesi, isn't it? Cristante should be in here, shouldn't he? Didn't play enough, I guess. Pellegrini, Chiesa, Atalanta forward. Is that? It isn't, is it? Gianluca Scamacca. Like, compare this Italian team to, well, I mean, they did win the Euros 3 years ago, but compare it to the team from the World Cup 2006. Now, that was a team. This one, a bit underwhelming on paper. Croatia, I want to say Livakovic was in goal. Modric, of course, played. There was this guy called Pongracic, who I thought was pretty good. Like, Croatia, obviously, like, this was, my prediction was terrible with Croatia, of course. But they were drawn into the group of death. I thought they would make it through it. I don't think they played that badly. I'll die on that hill. Kovacic was in there, and Brozovic. But I don't think they played that badly. They were just a bit underwhelming, and unfortunately they got knocked out because of it. Gvardiol, I want to say that... Is there a guy called Zivkovic? He was in Serbia. Whoops. Okay. Kramaric. Shutalo, is he still... He's still around. He's still around. Wolfsburg midfielder from Croatia. No. Salzburg forward from Croatia. No. They don't have Perso anymore, do they? Does anyone remember Perso? Very big forward with, I think he had a ponytail or something like that. That was 20 years ago. Albania. One of the teams that I completely forgot that they were in the competition. Sorry for anyone who's from Albania or supports Albania. Strakosha was in goal, though. I want to say Hysaj and Jimistri. I'm just taking... Is he not called that? Jimistri? Jimistri. You know who I mean. He's the Atalanta defender. I can see the club there. He's called Jimstiri. Jimistri. Okay, fine. Aslani. And I think that's about it. I don't know the other players here. Albania. I mean, they scored a few goals, but... Broja? No, he's not in here. Unlucky. Oh well. I'll move on to England. Everton represent. We got Jordan Pickford in goal. This team I should know in my head as well. Gahey, Stones, Walker, Shaw. No, not Shaw. Trippier. Mainu, Rice, Bellingham, Kane, Saka, and Foden. Easy. Denmark, Schmeichel. Bah. Vestergaard and Andersen. Barcelona defender from Denmark. Oh yeah, Christensen. He plays for Barcelona, that's right. And a Wolfsburg defender. Is that Mele? It is. Højbjerg. I want to say Højlund's probably in here as well. Wolfsburg forward from Denmark. Is it Braithwaite? No, not anymore. Not anymore. Damsgaard, is he in here? Nope. Man United. Midfielder. Oh, Eriksson. And then a midfielder from Sporting and a forward from Wolfsburg from Denmark. Can't get stuck here. We're moving on to Slovenia. Oblak. Cherin was a player called, yeah. There was one player from Slovenia who was immense against England, or actually like the whole back line, but I think in particular, was it the right back? But I've forgotten his name. But I was like, wow, he's absolutely incredible. But I've already forgotten his name. That's brilliant. Šesko was in the team and didn't do much. I should have memorized more of the Slovenian players because they were pretty good, honestly. There was his name like Viputnik or Vip? No. Okay, maybe not then. The defense, Bijol was in there because he plays for Udinese. That's the only reason I know him. He wasn't that outstanding in the tournament, I think. But they had one of the wingbacks, but he had a long name, so I've forgotten him. Serbia, who were terrible in the tournament. Milinkovic Savic played for them. Vlahovic played for them. Mitrovic. Like, on paper, this team should be so much better. Sasa Lukic was in there. Torino midfielder from Serbia. No. The Fiorentina one is Milenkovic, isn't it? Salzburg. Their goalkeeper played... Wait, isn't their goalkeeper Milenkovic Savic as well? They have a goalkeeper from Mallorca. Salzburg and Werder Bremen for the defense. Serbia. I mean, all of their defenders are like 2 meters tall. I should probably remember them a bit better. Lucky there to get Zivkovic as well. I don't know what he looks like and how he plays, but got his name. No, I can't get stuck on Serbia. We're moving on to Austria. Their goalkeeper plays for Brøndby, really. Then I don't know him, I think. Austria were amazing in the group stage, of course. I mean, you probably saw the tournament. They were incredible in the group stage, and then whatever happened against Turkey, I do not know. They were horrendous. They had Arnautovic up top. They had Sabitzer, Baumgartner, Leimer, Leipzig midfielder, I should know that. Danso was in the team. Oh, come on, this team. I should know the Austrian team because I thought they were incredible. Like, they were so much fun to watch. And of course, they absolutely destroyed Sweden in the qualifiers as well. I should probably have memorized the team a bit better than I have. Only got half of it here. I mean, I can't get stuck here either. But Austria, I should know them better than that, I think. Anyway, France, Mainan, Hernandez, Koundé, Upamecano, Saliba, Kante, Chouameni, Camavinga. No. Okay. Griezmann, Mbappe, Kolomuani, Dembele, Rabiot. Netherlands, Verbruggen or something is like that he's named. Yep. He plays for Brighton. Defense would be De Vrij. De Ligt didn't play, did he? No. De Jong didn't play. Van Dijk played. Man City, that's okay. Inter defense. Oh, Dumfries. Reinders, Schouten, Veerman, Gakpo, Atletico Madrid, Dutch, Depay, and Xavi Simons. There we go. Nice. Netherlands was pretty easy, actually. They were pretty good in the tournament, gotta say. Poland were not good at all. Szczesny, Lewandowski. I want to say they have a player called Szymanski. Maybe not. Zalewski. I think they have one. Yeah, he plays for Roma. I didn't even know. This was like Poland were one of the worst teams in the tournament. They were horrendous, truly. Kivior is in there. Brighton, Napoli. That's oh, come on. This is embarrassing. This is very, very embarrassing. Poland, Napoli. I don't believe this. Can't get stuck here. Come on. Just... I've completely forgotten his name. That's terrible. They have a player from Southampton. Poland. No, I can't get stuck here. Romania. They had the fun duo Man and Coman. I guess Coman didn't play that much. Still funny. Ratio. Dragushin. Denis Dragush. Okay, Dragushin. Stanciu. Okay. Maybe that's where it ends. No. I should know more of these. Hadji was in there, of course. Hadji, Man, Stanciu, Dragush, Dragushin, Ratio. Marin. They had 2 Marins even. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. I don't know. Like the Romanian team, they were amazing against Ukraine, but I think that was like Ukraine were really poor as well. So Belgium, Castells, Fes. Was Vertonghen still around? He was. Castagne, I want to say. Defender from Rennes. I don't know that. Onana. Everton represent. Man City, De Bruyne, maybe. Was Carrasco in the team? Yeah, he was. Trossard. Man City forward, Doku. And a forward from Roma. I've completely forgotten that Lukaku plays for Roma. I always think like it's Inter in my head. But yeah. Slovakia, Dubravka. Pekarik, who's been playing for like 20 years now. Legend, honestly. Lobotka is from Slovakia. Hansko is from Slovakia. Skriniar is from Slovakia. The other defender there... No, I don't think I know him. Slovakia. They had, of course, Stranč. Wait, what's his name? No, Stranč. He tied for the Golden Boot. Schranz. That's it. Schranz. Ivan Schranz. And I think that's about... No, Haraslin. They have a player called Haraslin. I don't know why I know that. I just do. I think that's about it. Slovakia is not really a team that I'm so familiar with. I mean, they were incredible against England and should have won that game, of course, but I don't remember them that well. Ukraine, didn't watch them that much this tournament. Trubin was in goal. I was very disappointed with Ukraine, even though they got 4 points, they won a game, but I wasn't impressed with them. Zabarny is in there because I see the Bournemouth and Zinchenko. Yeah, Mykolenko, of course, didn't play in this tournament, unfortunately. Mudryk did, and Dovbyk, a forward from Valencia. Maybe that's like Yaremchuk is probably still around. Is Yarmolenko also still around? No, he's not. Shaparenko is also a player they've had, who's still around. And other than that, I think like more or less what I can associate the Ukrainian players with is like who played there 3 years ago when they were actually pretty good. And I mean, they knocked Sweden out of the round of 16 and got to the quarterfinals. That's like the team that I remember. And they had Shaparenko. They had a guy called Stepanenko as well, I think, who was not around. No, I'll leave them there. I mean, it's going pretty well. I have more than 100 names left, of course, but I still have 7.5 minutes, so that's good. Porto, Diego Costa, Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Pepe, Nuno Mendes, Fernandes, Bruno, Vitinha, and Palinha. Palinha, by the way, what a player. Brilliant. Again, he's always brilliant. Leao, Ronaldo, and Bernardo Silva. Yeah. That was Portugal. Got all of those. Turkey, I want to say Demiral. He scored 2 goals against Austria, but apparently didn't play enough. They do, however, have the guy who scored the own goal, who got completely abused online, which always is absolutely horrendous to see. I don't think he got much abuse when they reached the quarterfinals, but I want to say his name was Samet. That's not enough. Maybe Akaidin. Summit Akaidin. If you go onto his social media, it's a torrid read, truly. I mean, the own goal he scored against Portugal, I want to say, was embarrassing, but we don't want to see any of that. Çalhanoğlu played for Turkey. I want to say Yilmaz played still, didn't he? Tosun? No, he just jumped in. This guy, Kardioglu, or whatever his name. Kardioglu. Yeah, he's brilliant. Honestly, Fenerbahce still plays there. I really like him. Midfield, Galatasaray, Benfica. Köksü, yeah, from Benfica. Juventus got a Turkish player. Güler, though, for Real Madrid there. Who's the Juventus player from Turkey? I don't know him. I don't think. And in goal do they still have Mert Müldür? Yeah, right back. And in goal, I'm gonna say they had a guy called Selik, but no. I'm moving on. Georgia, yeah, this is Mamardashvili, Kvaratskhelia, and Mikau Tadze. Yeah. Those are the only ones I will get from Georgia, I think. Like, those are the three big players, or whatever you want to say, and they were brilliant. I mean, Georgia were great, but the names are too much to remember, for me anyway. I might see if I can think of one. Okay, not speaking of poor teams in the tournament, but the biggest disappointment for me in the tournament must have been Czech Republic. They were woeful. Coufal, Souček, Schick, Hlozek, Kral no, he's not there anymore, I guess. No, but like I won't get this team because I thought they were truly really poor. I was very disappointed with them. I always have high hopes for Czech Republic, and they were great 3 years ago, but this was a tournament to forget for them. And I can't even think of any players from there. That's got to do it, I think. Okay, I kind of don't want to just sit here and think of players, because if I don't know, I don't know, and my time is running out on my camera, as always when I'm recording these. Leverkusen defender from Croatia, though, that shouldn't be too hard, should it? I don't think it should, but here we are. Croatian defender for Leverkusen. I mean, he can't be playing that much because, I mean, obviously it's a right back here, and they have Frimpong. So I don't know this guy. Wolfsburg midfielder and Salzburg forward. No, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I don't think I know these players. Just need to readjust. There's always a guy called McLean or McLean or McCarthy, or no. I'm just messing around now. I'll just give up because my timer on the camera can't really take this anymore. So let's give up, see which ones I missed. I still got 70%, and 54% is the average score, so I can't be too dissatisfied with that. Silvan Widmer, I don't know who that is. Bola Fiola Dardai, I recognize Dardai. Schäfer, Adam Nagy. I should have gotten him, absolutely. Anthony Ralston, Jack Hendry, Callum McGregor, and Billy Gilmore. Oh, no. There was also a Scottish player who... No, that wasn't Ralston. Who was the guy who got... was it sent off in the first game against Germany and then was suspended for the other 2 games? I don't think he's included here. That's a classic impact you can have on a tournament as well. Stanisic, Meyer, Sucic, I wouldn't get them. Jimsiti, not Jimistri, idiot. Jimsiti. Ajeti, Mitaj, Ramadani, Lachi, Bayrami, Asani, and Manaj. Okay. Hjulmand for Denmark. Should just get him because his last name is the same as the coach or manager. But no. And Jonas Wind. Didn't have him in my head. Karničnik, this was the guy that I was talking about before, who was brilliant against England, truly. And Berkusic as well. I think he was the bald guy, who was also really great. Janza, Melakar, Elsnik, Stojanovic, and Sporar. I don't think I would get any of these. Karnichnik, if I actually remembered him. Rajkovic, yeah, I recognize the name. Pavlovic, of course. Velikovic, yeah. I mean, the defenders were pretty good for Serbia, weren't they? Ivan Ilic and Dusan Tadic. Oh, okay. Patrick Pence, Filip Lienhardt, Filip Mvene, Nicolas Seiwald, and Florian Grilic. Yeah, Grilic I should get, but the others, no. Davidovic, Bednarek, of course. Bednarek still in Southampton, I see. Frankowski, I didn't even... He plays for Lens. I should have got Zielinski. Oh, Moder, Urbanski, Buksa. Romania, Nizza, Burso, Banku, no. TAT from Belgium, no. Vavro, Kuchka, and Duda. Yeah. Bozenik, no. No. Ukraine, Timchik, Matvienko, Brashko, and Sudakov. No, I wouldn't get them either. And now I will just quickly change my camera because it's running out. And welcome back. I'm sorry about that. I will never learn to actually make sure that I have more time than enough to on my camera to record one of these videos. I had 30 minutes available, and I mean, it takes that, I guess, to make a video. The remaining players I missed here, Mert Günok, Abdülkerim Bardakci, Kaan Ayhan, and Kenan Yildiz. I wouldn't get any of them. I'm sorry for every Turkey supporter, but they're not in my mind. Georgia Kakabadze Kashia. Kashia I recognize because he was pretty good in the tournament, I think. Or it's just an easy name to remember. Dvali, Kvirkvela, Tsitaishvili, Kochorashvili, Mikvabishvili, and Chakvetadze. I recognize Chakvetadze as well, but no. Stanek, Krejci, Hranac, Holes, Jurasek, Provod, and Chitil. Very anonymous Czech team, I gotta say. I recognize Holes and Hranac, the names, but other than that, no. The embarrassing ones are, of course, Zielinski, like Bednarek, Frankowski as well. Yeah, absolutely, should get them. Other than that, I don't think there were that many that I was, like, embarrassed about not getting. Kuchka, Duda, should have got them. Karnichnik, I should remember him because I liked him. Tadic, Velikovic, Pavlovic, Rajkovic too, yeah, Julman. Okay, there were quite a lot. Jim City, I will never get his name wrong again in the rest of my life. Thank you for teaching me that finally. Bayrami, maybe should have gotten him. Stanisic, perhaps. Billy Gilmore, yeah. Callum McGregor, probably. Dardai and Adam Nagy. I think that's about it, really. But yeah, still decent enough. Let's take a look at the quiz stats, see if I got any absurd ones here. The most uncommon one that I got was Cherin from Slovenia. I don't know much about Cherin here, but he has an easy name to remember in my book. Same thing with Haraslin, I think. But Haraslin has been around for a while. He was in the Euro last time as well when Sweden played Slovakia, so I remember it from there. Razio down here? Really? I mean, I thought the blue hair would be enough to remember him by. And Schranz is a bit embarrassing, like 18.9. I mean, it's not an easy name to remember, maybe. But I mean, he did tie for the Golden Boot, so maybe you should get Schranz. The most common one that I missed was, of course, Zielinski. No surprise there. Yeah. Other common ones that people get would be Stanisic, Tadic, Rajkovic, Buksa. I don't know who this is. Oh well. It is what it is. Thank you so much for watching this video anyway. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you tried out the quiz as well for yourselves. And please let me know how well you did on it, because maybe you did better than me. Maybe you did worse. Compare your score with mine. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you around soon again. Take care of yourselves for now, and bye-bye.